this kind of influential term because if you're a founder and I guess this idea is always on your mind, how do you go about that, about the balance?
I find that word really tricky. I don't think I really believe in work-life balance. I think what's important is preserving one's mental health, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone should do what they need to do in order to do that. And um, I think I've had moments in the past when this has been tough for me. I've also had moments not long ago where I was on call 24/7 and you could reach me any day of the week, anytime for any issue. Um, and thankfully that's no longer the case because that was hard for me and that was definitely I was reaching my limits. I did it for a long time, but the more time passed, the more I realized I couldn't keep going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, but I think it's so different for everyone. I think everyone has different needs of how they recover and how much they need to recover. Um, and sometimes, working can also be relaxing. It's so I don't think the solution is separated from from personal life. It's about, finding time to recover and yeah, doing what works best for you.
And also, I think, in my opinion, it's also about what you're doing and if you're feeling some kind of passion for what you're doing or you have some kind of mission that you're inspired by, because then it's more about living life in all aspects and not really differentiating between this is my private life and this is work. Because what does that
Mm.
imply? It implies that you have to separate it, and there's this line, and or this is now work mode and this is now private mode. And I feel like life is way too precious to have to separate it. It's like life in all aspects.
And you know what
And
else it implies? It implies that your work is so bad that you need this whole time zone where you're not doing it. Um,
mm-hmm,
and I always say this to people who feel like they 100% need to shut off of work, or they have like Sunday night depressions because Monday's around the corner. I'm like, well, then your job is
well,
probably not that fun.
mm-hmm.
Um, and so I'm very grateful that I don't feel that at all. And usually I don't work on the weekends because, my daughter keeps me very busy. But if I do work on the weekends, it's not because I have to, but because I want to. And I enjoy it.
What would be your advice for people to find their own passion or mission or work they love?
Good question. Question is, I think most people probably know what they are passionate about. Um, they just may be too afraid to try
Scary thought.
it. So, yeah, maybe kind of follow that inner voice. Yeah, maybe they may not acknowledge that they know what they want to do, but they probably do know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking about it myself because I mean, passion always. It's also about trying something, and you can develop a passion for something you're trying, I guess. And but
Mm,
being courageous enough to try something, to even give yourself the chance to develop some kind of passion for it, and then see where it leads you. But I
mm,
think people are often scared because it seems like a bigger risk sometimes to doing something you love because you associate it with maybe something you're not going to be able to, I don't know, whatever, earn money or have
mm.
your security or whatever it is.